way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
To kick off for San Francisco.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
His first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys know it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Akers, he cuts it down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Henderson may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And over it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
43-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays. Run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He was brought down by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more. past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On the move to his left. Breaks a tackle. That will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And is killed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Rams 7. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked chop at their own 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And these guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And again this time to the tailback. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Akers. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Number 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
In on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is stopped right at midfield.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Akers, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about two. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Second and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The tackle there by John Johnson. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's gets a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And a 49er first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.